Hello there. One of the cool things about doing this YouTube channel is I get the privilege of hearing people's stories about their experience with tinnitus, and I guess as a result, I hopefully have become a little more wise about things and know a little bit about what happens to people and how things actually do usually turn out quite well after some time has passed. But this one is amazing. Katie H. I wanted to let you know that my tinnitus has totally gone away. From being as loud as a fire alarm in my house, but was inside my head and had me on the verge of suicide for 1.5 years, to no noise whatsoever. I am extremely thankful and just want to chime in and let everyone know it can go away. You know, it can. It can. There are stories of people after 20 years, 30 years, where it just went away. It is possible. And of course, we don't know how many years later they might have a cure. So we always can hold on to hope. But isn't that amazing from Katie? I mean, just her tinnitus was like a fire alarm and then it went away. That is so utterly amazing. And then there's Sam Vincent. Thank you for making these videos before I got tinnitus. A few months ago, I was lifting weights, dancing, singing, and studying Japanese every day. You know, I've been pretty much doing all those same things, except I've been studying Chinese every day instead of Japanese. But what he said was, since he got tinnitus, he gave up on all those things. I did it almost exactly the same thing. I did not give up on Chinese even when I had tinnitus. That was the one thing I tried my darndest. What I did with that was, there's that website italki, italki.com. You can hire a teacher there for as little as $5 or $6 an hour. Japanese might be a little more expensive. I bet you can get one for $8 to $10 an hour. And I would freaking do it every day, because I couldn't sleep. And what I would do is I would lay down on the bed and talk to the teacher on my phone, and it would kind of calm me down enough that I could at least attempt to sleep after my lesson in Chinese, and I did that every day. I spent a good deal of money, but it was only like $6 a day. So what is that? 6 times 3, $180 to $200 a month range was sort of my nightly therapy to help me just get settled down and maybe get a little sleep. So I hope, Sam, that you can get back into those things, because what happened to you, you didn't tell me your whole story, but I'm gonna guess that the tinnitus has gotten so, it changed you so much that you got into this new thinking pattern where you're always thinking about the sound. And then of course, it's very difficult to focus on dancing or singing, but those are actually excellent things to do. Okay, you've got the sound. Go ahead and sing, and sing through it, and look at some lyrics. Learn a new song, and focus on learning the lyrics, and try your best to focus on singing it. Maybe have some background music or noise at the same time, and this is one of the excellent exercises you can do to help get yourself habituated to tinnitus, and that is pick something that maybe uses a little sound and that you're trying your best to focus on. You want to get better at focusing on something that's not the tinnitus. And if you just sit there and say, don't think about tinnitus, that doesn't work. But if you could just truly get into something, even if you can only not think about tinnitus for a couple of minutes, even in 30 seconds, it's a start. And that is a skill that you will improve upon if you will just set about doing that. Sitting quietly, which I have been doing actually for the last little while here, sitting quietly and studying Chinese is now pretty easy for me to do, but it certainly was not before. So, but you want to start focusing on some activities that will sort of bring you out of your shell a little bit. And so there's two things about those activities. Number one, you're learning to focus on something, and get your attention off of tinnitus, and you'll be able to focus longer and longer the more you just keep trying. It will happen for you, but it will take some effort to say, I'm going to spend the next, maybe it's just as little as 10 minutes, I'm going to learn a new song. I'm going to grab the lyrics, I'm going to play the music in the background, I'm going to sing the song, maybe a Japanese song. And then, dancing. I'm going to find a dance video. It may be even stupid, who cares? I'm going to learn how to do a dance routine. Maybe it's just a dance fitness routine. Even better, go to a dance school and say, I'm gonna try my best to have someone tell me what to do, because I'm so stuck in my head thinking about tinnitus all the time. But they're going to instruct me and they're going to make me dance these dance moves, and I'm going to try to get through it. Something like that. And, so that you're just trying to get dislodge this constant attention to tinnitus and move your attention towards something else. And as you get better at that, your habituation is going to start to kick in. You'll be able to not think about the tinnitus almost like it's not there. And the number two thing about this type of activity, singing, dancing, drawing, writing, studying a language, is it starts to expand your world. So what happens when we get anxiety, often created by tinnitus, is our world kind of closes up around us, and we are afraid to do things that we did before, and we find ourselves maybe at home more, or talking to people less, and we want to challenge that. It may take some baby steps. I remember when I was challenging it, I drove some places, and I would be in the car driving, and I would get very nervous, like something was going wrong, and start kind of freak out a little bit. But I did it. I had some other problems from the COVID, where I had chest sensations, and I thought that there was something going to go wrong in here, and I'm driving, and it was tough. But I challenged it, and I am okay, and nothing is wrong in here. But I got so anxious that I thought there was. And but as you take the baby steps, you not both consciously and subconsciously, you start to realize that you can expand your world again. You can do better again. And it's important to recognize it's not only your conscious, but your conscious thought has a strong bearing on your physical reaction, your unconscious brain's reaction, your unconscious brain that allows you to sleep, makes you hungry, sex drive, the anxiety, the chemistry that runs through your body. That subconscious brain is very powerful, and your moment-to-moment conscious thoughts have a strong bearing on how your subconscious brain releases that chemistry into your body and does sometimes some pretty crazy things. So as you challenge that your world actually is okay, and you can do Japanese and dancing and singing, there was an exercise. As you start to do those things again, your subconscious brain starts to say, oh, maybe I can do that. And then before you know it, you're starting to be hooked up again, moving forward. So best wishes to you. I think it was Sam. Sam Vincent. So I hope you can pull it back together and start moving forward again. So best wishes. I see you. Bye-bye.